And we're going live right now.
Woo!
The fun process is okay. I'm doing a live stream. All right, everybody. I don't got a video to start this one off. My computer's being a little bit fidgety, so I couldn't really get one queued up properly. I'm sitting here with my guest, Darren May from Illyrian, one of my good friends. Fantastic drummer, fantastic person. One of Scotland's greatest exports.
I knew that was coming. I was like, how long are you gonna take to say that? You know what? I'm not. That doesn't bug me.
Well, it shouldn't coming
Being
from
called
me.
Scottish. No.
By now, you should know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. The last time we saw each other was probably my first show with Citizen Rage, wasn't it?
The last time we saw each other was your first show with Citizen Rage?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or did you go to that Tourette's?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was when I launched Trash Talk.
So that was my last show with those guys, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't your first.
No, but no, I'm just remembering that I was like so nervous that first show with Citizen Rage because like they literally called me to see if I would fill in for Loud as Hell, right? And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And then I went in. I remember it was like a Wednesday to jam with them, and I had like 3 songs that I'd learned. And then Mikey turns around to me and goes, "Can you play a show next week?" I was like, "What? How many songs?" He's like, "It's a headliner show, so we need to do about 35 minutes." And I'm like, "Okay, so I have to learn like 8 more songs." So I had just over a week to learn those songs. And then I'm warming up in that back room in Burns, and you're telling me, "Are you even fast, bro? Are you even fast? You don't even play fast." I was like, "Fuck off, Nate."
Nick LaRouche is watching right now. He plays fast.
Yeah.
Darren, you did good.
What's he doing now?
Nick LaRouche is working every day. He's playing drums every day, man. He is still supporting all the bands. He is still doing his thing. He's actually been doing lots of work at Dynamite Studios with Johnny, helping Johnny set up his live stream stuff.
Nice.
And jamming. He's got a thrash band called Cast in Stone. He's been jamming with them. He's been jamming with Nolan every week for years. 364 years. It's what it seems like sometimes. But hey, man, you did good. You did good. And to this day, to this day,
I was sweating. My arms. I remember getting halfway through that set, and my arms are like nearly falling off. And you're getting on stage in my face again, like mid-set, and you're going, "You do play fast. You do play fast."
No,
that was fun.
Hell yeah, man! You do play fast, Darren. You do play fast.
Sometimes. I'm not as fast as like Casey Lewis. Like that guy's fast.
Yeah, Casey Rogers too.
Casey Rogers is fast too, without even
trying.
Yeah, I know. They're like they make it look like they're reading a book as they're playing. It's just like, oh.
Like, funny story with Casey Rogers. Okay, so there was a festival called Vernstock, and it has nothing to do with Burns. So Vernstock, I was out there and Exit Strategy was headlining one night, and old Nady boy, he used to tie one on. So I got up on stage and I started fucking slamming some shit out during their instrumental. And Casey was like, "Nate, get off stage, you're fucking everything up." And like I was actually like genuinely embarrassed because like I was having such a good time. I loved Exit Strategy. Shout out to Casey Rogers.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. But okay,
Yeah.
we won't talk about my idiocy and ridiculousness. We're here to.
Why not?
What do you mean?
Part, I was also thinking about the first time we met. I think was like when World Class played with, or Illyrian played with World Class in Medicine Hat, and it was a Halloween show.
Oh, that was at that little bar.
Yeah.
I remember that.
That
was put on by my fucking stepbrother.
Really?
And he got drunk. He got fucking drunk and like... I heard after I left that he got drunk and like tried to fight some people outside.
Yeah, there was some drama. I'm pretty sure. And like it was WMD as well. That was they played, and Poke the Bear, I think.
Yes.
And I remember that show because like Scott let me borrow his Scorpion from Mortal Kombat outfit, and me, like, I don't know if you stand me next to Scott, right? Like Scott's pretty like ripped but like slender, and I'm like this freaking built like a dwarf, right? So I'm trying to put this Scorpion costume on, and it's cutting off circulation to my legs and my upper body, and I'm playing this set with this friggin' Scorpion suit on, and it didn't last 2 songs. And then halfway through, I think it was like Chaotic Neutral off of the first album that we did, I completely skipped the bridge section and went into the ending. And I remember like Jeff just like turning around going, what the hell is going on here? Like one of my worst moments on stage.
I've had lots of worst moments on stage, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it was bad when you're a drummer. When you're a singer, you can get away with it.
I got away with a lot as a singer, buddy. Like a lot. So, what are you doing these days?
I'm working a little bit. You know, I'm like 3 days a week at the moment, and then the rest is like benefits or whatever, you know, EI. Just because the event world is like, cause I work in events.
Yeah.
Like run the operations for an event company, and there's no events right now. So, I mean, there's little bits here and there. Like we set up a stage today, and there's some tents going up for like vaccinations and stuff like that. But it's dead.
It's pretty sparse.
Just holding on, you know. And then I just partnered in a trailer business, so I'm running like a business on the side as well, which is good. That's starting to pick up. So that's like washroom trailers, and we got a media trailer, and what else? An office trailer. Things like that you'd see on a work site kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that brings in some extra cash too, and then
it's something.
Most of my time, yeah, exactly. And then most of my time is at home with my lovely ladies. So
the best time, buddy. Yeah. The best time.
Yeah, and I won't, like, I can't complain about that because life is like 2020 was an awesome year for me.
Congratulations, by the way, on little Kylo.
Thanks, man.
I don't know how much of a choice that you had in that name.
I had a choice.
You had the choice to go with it or not. You had the choice to go with it or move out.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like that at all. It was like we had a couple of names picked out because we're both huge Lord of the Rings fans, and we're both huge Star Wars fans as well, right? So if it was going to be a girl, it would have been Eowyn.
Little baby Gandalf.
A little, yeah, little Smeagol, little Gollum.
Little baby Samwise Gamgee.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't
no,
put it
like,
past Erin. I wouldn't put it past Erin. She doesn't give a fuck what
no.
anybody thinks about it.
That's what I love about her.
That's right, buddy. She's fantastic. Shout out to Erin. She's great. I want to have her on the cast actually to talk about hazardous material.
Yeah, message her.
I definitely will, buddy. I definitely will. But, so, ridiculous names aside, my daughter's name is Serenity Riot. So, and I got
They're
it.
not ridiculous though.
And I got her initials tattooed on my face. So, you know,
So you'll never forget it.
I got nowhere to speak on this matter, Darren. I just like to bug you because I like the way you smile. All those extra teeth.
Yeah, for an Englishman, I'm lucky, eh?
Wait, what? You're not from England. Australia at
Where
best.
am I from? Yeah. I was like, yeah, okay.
Australia on a good day.
Yeah. When I'm feeling happy.
It depends on what mood I'm in. That determines where you're from. Oh, Erin's actually watching us right now. Hi, Erin. Wave to your fiance, Darren. That's right. You're probably
a royal wave.
There you go. There you go. There. I don't know why you're fucking Scottish. Okay. You're probably in the basement right now at the house. She's probably upstairs.
No. I'm at the jam space at the moment.
Oh yeah, you were teaching. So obviously you need to be by your kit, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I got you now. You can't fucking pull one over on old Nady boy. I'm too quick for you.
Yeah, there you go. Nice one, Sherlock Holmes.
Wow, that was rude. I don't even have a long pipe. I just got a fancy stick.
There you go. Yeah.
So, these days, obviously, like jamming, you're in the jam space, but obviously jamming is a whole lot different with restrictions and stuff. So do you guys...
Yeah.
You're writing new material, you're still doing videos, you sent me a video that I will have. My computer's fritzing all over the place, so it's just being a dick right now. That's why right now your video in the feed is a little choppy and I can't fucking seem to get it to work. Your audio's coming in fine and that's what matters.
There you go. Yeah, as long as my face is...
blurred. That face.
Yeah, to answer your question though, we are still writing. We have a new record that is done, finished. Like we finished it during 2020, and it's just, you know, we didn't want to release it without being able to play it.
Wow, that makes sense.
Yeah,
it feels like a wasted effort almost.
Yeah, I know. No offense or not taking anything away from anybody that's released anything in 2020 or during the pandemic. But for me, it just doesn't. It's without playing. I don't think it captures what Illyrian's about. You know, we're definitely a live band.
Well, it's because of the muscles.
So, what muscles? Oh, Scott's muscles. Yeah.
You can't see muscles. And Darren, come on, you're flexing right now. You're fucking flexing right now.
That's why I'm red. That's why I'm so red. I'm just like, oh, don't you want to look good?
You can't see muscles on a CD, man.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what we're all about.
Muscles
and mustaches.
Ooh, I know a thing about mustaches.
I don't know. It doesn't look like it.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Greasy.
Hey, I shower every day. But yeah, go back to the seriousness.
We have that record ready with artwork, and I sent you one of the playthrough videos. We're actually going to approach a bunch of labels and see if anyone cares, you know.
That's always a good
what
idea.
Happens that way. Yeah, and then hopefully, you know, the world will turn back to the right side up, and we can start playing shows again. But past that, like that record that's done, we've got one new one in the bag, and the way we've been doing it is the same way we've always done it. Is Scott is like the brainchild of Illyrian, right? Like the guy's a genius. And,
pumping weights and shredding guitars.
Yeah, no, exactly. And he'll come up with some ideas and he'll Dropbox them to us, and then I'll put some drum ideas in, and then Jeff throws his spice in there, and then Kelly comes in and puts her part in there, and then it kind of all forms into a song in the end, right? So we actually managed to finish that one to a good standpoint anyway, just before this current lockdown. So it's exciting, and each time I think as musicians we seem to push ourselves even further. Like I am the definition of
hard,
a drummer that is trying to reach, and I'm pretty sure Casey Lewis said this to Scott once, is like he's reaching in the cookie jar but he can't quite reach the cookies.
Rude.
That is like no, he's being deadly. Like I'll tell you that story in a minute, but like I think that's a fair comment for what I do when I write, right? Because otherwise it's not interesting for me. I want to be like stretching myself on a record, and then usually what happens afterwards is you know I sink into it and I'm like, wow, this stuff seems slow now, and I can actually play it with no problem, kind of thing. But
forever,
yeah. You know, that first Illyrian record, I couldn't play double pedals. I could barely play drums.
I barely sobered up from the fucking ride over.
No, I went from playing like pop punk and
but you were a seasoned like touring professional pop punk fucking artist. Like you weren't like, let's not discredit your efforts here, man. You were on the road constantly.
Yeah, we were on the road a fair bit for sure. Yeah.
You might have had more hair product in the vehicle than beers, but that doesn't take away from the. And me and you both have a common love for Rufio.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't think anybody else in Canada knew who they were.
Come on.
So that day you posted about that, I was like, holy smokes, somebody knows about this band.
Yes. Those little bastards, they warm my heart.
Yeah. I really wish they had written like a metal album, because they always had those one song like on each album which had like a heavy metal vibe,
some flavor.
Right? Yeah. So
fast.
yeah, that first record is insane.
Fast, like Dipshit and Still. Yeah. That song Still goes hard.
Yeah.
Fast.
Can you imagine being the bass player in that band?
Whatever.
He
probably wrote all the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Probably.
Let's be honest here. Bass players don't matter.
That's true. I mean, you can't...
If there's any bass players in the chat, sound off. Let's go to the chat right now and see what's going on in the chat. Actually, we got Mr. Matt Semenok. Hey, hello to Matt Semenok from Medicine Hat. My buddy Brandon Miller. We also have Richard Colborn, beautiful Richard.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing good, buddy. I've been paying attention to your health issues, and I really hope you're doing good. You got to stay with us, fella. Me and you got a podcast to do. Joseph Gillis is in the chat. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I just interrupted Darren rudely to because come on. Let's be honest here. Bass players really don't matter, Darren. Except for the bass player in your band. Your bass player is important.
Well, yeah, I mean, did you see his news, his section on Global News? That guy's super famous. He gets stopped everywhere we go now.
Oh, yeah, he's a straight up what I'm aspiring to be.
Yeah. What, an IT guy, bass player?
Yeah, pretty much, man. Pretty fucking much.
No disrespect to Jeff. Jeff is a huge part in Illyrian, actually. Like,
we crack jokes. Jeff, you're amazing, man. I've seen you play many a times, and huge respect, buddy. You kick ass, fella. You kick ass. And if you got anything to say, you can send me a message. I'll apologize. So, yeah, okay, my buddy Matt, he nailed it. I want to be a talk show host, pretty much. You know, I fashion it as like a trailer park Ryan Seacrest.
That is right on the nail. Wow.
Huh?
you could do that.
I could. I fucking.
You know, like when you first started doing this trash talk, I was like, oh, sweet, awesome. This is like, he's going to have people on and you basically say shitty things about other people.
Nope. Because
no.
Nate doesn't do that.
Exactly. Well, then you do compliment insults.
And I like to rip on Darren all the time.
Yeah.
Trash talk. If you didn't, here, I'll explain it to you right now. So it's called trash talk because I'm Nate Trash.
What?
Yeah. So I took the nickname that I was given when I was 18 and I put it in the title because I talk on the show. Trash talk.
Holy smokes.
Ah.
Holy smokes.
Fucking genius, right?
I just thought that was your last name.
But that's the trick. It is. Actually,
I don't know if you're joking or not.
my real last name is Treasure. With a Z instead of an S.
So you spiced it up a bit.
Yep. Umlauts all over the place. So, Darren, before I confuse these sons of bitches anymore with your Irish, Scottish, Welsh,
Northern
Kiwi, and Norse heritage. Those are new ones. Let's tell these viewers where you're actually from. Put the jokes aside for a minute. Tell them where you're from, your experience in across the pond, and what you did that got you to Canada here.
So I'm from a small town called Malvern.
Malvern.
Which is in the county. Yeah.
That sounds like a cheese.
The county of, there's no cheese from where I'm from.
Okay, well, you keep going. I'm sorry, I did
Apart
interrupt
from
you.
me.
Oh, roll them.
Yeah, so I'm from a little town called Malvern. It's in Worcestershire. Say that 3 times fast.
Worcestershire.
Yeah, close.
Here, I'm having a breakdown right now. Keep going, buddy. Keep going.
But yeah, so it's this beautiful little town. It's got green rolling hills. It's basically where Tolkien got the idea for Hobbiton from.
So you grew up in the Shire.
Yeah.
Why would you move
in my
here?
town where? Why?
Why would you? I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you.
Yeah,
Keep going,
okay.
buddy.
Yeah. Cut me off. Fuck.
I'm so sorry.
So there's also, you know, the lamp in Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe that Lucy finds when she meets Mr. Tumnus. That lamp is still in my town where C.S. Lewis took the inspiration from. So beautiful little town.
So, are you a real person, or did you just walk out of a fucking fairy tale, Darren?
Yeah, I'm pretty fictional.
Okay, I'll let you get there. You're blowing my mind, buddy. This is awesome.
So yeah, no, I that's where I grew up, and music was just everything. I think when I hear stories like talking to like Gord or talking to Greg and Casey from Caveat, and anybody that's been in, or even like Mark Russell, right? Like talking to everybody that's been in the Calgary scene and the Alberta scene for a long time. The Worcester scene in music was bumping just like the Calgary one was. And so it was every Friday night you'd go into Worcester and you'd go to this place called The Crown, and you'd watch all these bands. And from the age of 15, 14, you'd go in and you get the X and you'd go in and you watch these shows, and that was it. And that's all you wanted to do, is play in a band and be famous, right? And so
fame has its perks.
So that's what I did. I chased it. I just jumped on the drums, played along to like Green Day, Blink-182. And within 6 months, I was starting a punk band, and we were off to the races from there, you know. And the first couple of bands were pop punky, emo sounding stuff. And then there was a couple of guys that were a bunch of years older than me at school, and we started a hardcore band, like not hardcore as in like the North American version of hardcore, like not hardcore punk or anything like that. I guess you'd call it like post-hardcore now.
Oh, okay. Some a little bit more feely.
So we were like, not on the shoegazy side. It was, I don't know if you've heard of Botch.
Yo, mathcore, buddy.
Yes, yeah, okay, that's what you called it over here. We called it hardcore in the
Fucking
UK.
mathcore. I love mathcore, fella.
Yeah. So that's what we did. We were like Botch, and then if you've listened to like Minus the Bear, which is like a tappy indie band, like a guitar tappy indie band, we mixed the two together, right? And it was, looking back on it now, it feels like we were just before our time kind of thing. But even that band got to like go on tour with Enter Shikari, if you know that band.
Oh, I do.
Like those guys.
I do.
Yeah, so we did a bunch of shows with them, and that was good times for sure.
Hell yeah. Kate, you got to keep going. You got to keep telling them this. I got to go to the bathroom. I've been chugging water.
Thanks, mate.
I got to go to the bathroom.
Oh my god.
What a pro. What a pro this guy is. Hey.
The real trash is here now.
Is he really, his last name is Trash? No. I can never tell with him. I can never, like, anytime he's at a show, I can't figure out whether he's serious or if he's just messing with me all the time.
Oh, he's messing with you. That's just what Nate does. He's always messing. Always.
Yeah. He's always messing, or he's always messed up. But maybe not so much anymore.
Not so much anymore, no. But he is messed up.
I am not.
Hi!
Okay.
That's what happens when you leave.
You're getting old, mate.
Yeah, I'm a 29-year-old.
Can't hold it anymore.
I'm a 29-year-old senior citizen, man.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, hell yeah. So
I was in a mathcore band called Deacon Birch, and we we got to play with bands like Big Business and Genghis Tron.
Oh, Genghis
Like
Tron
those
just
guys.
released a new record.
Yeah, it's phenomenal too.
I gotta check
It's
it out.
it's a complete left turn from what they've done in the past. But man, it's awesome. It's so good.
Hell yeah, I'm stoked to check it out. I actually just started getting into vinyl.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Okay, so here's why. Trying to lessen my fucking t-shirt collection, but still contribute to, but still like support a band with that one-time payment. You know, a couple of still like that. Here's $40 right now. You know.
Yeah.
Give me that record. Hell yeah. But I got so many fucking t-shirts. Like, oh, man. And I love all of them. I'm not fucking getting rid of any of them.
Just turn them into a blanket. I know you've got like stitching skills, right?
That was rude.
Well, I've seen your fingers. You got soft fingers.
I'm a fucking journeyman cladder.
I don't know, man. All your Instagram videos of you on the job site, you're just standing around talking about wood.
Hey, man, wood is a hot commodity these days. And I got it. I got wood. Nobody picked up. I think somebody stole that fucking plank, actually, because it wasn't there when I went back to look for it.
No buyers.
No buyers. No, nobody hit my fucking marketplace ad or anything.
Yeah.
So, what was the culture shock like? Not obviously like personally, but music-wise, like coming over here. In Canada, do we do our shows different than you guys do them there?
Yes. Kind of comes down to like payment, I guess. Like one of the first Illyrian shows that I played in Calgary, we really busted our asses off with ticket sales. Like really busted our asses. And then
I know where this is going.
We were asked to pay up 50%, right? And I was like, holy smokes, you're kidding me. And then there was like, no, and then you start hearing about back end stuff and things like this. And that was a big shock to me. But as far as like putting bands on and stuff like that, it was exactly the same. Although, you know, Calgary, when I started playing with Illyrian, you started to see like 6-band bills and I was just like
6 to 10 band fucking bills with like 10-minute changeovers, and 4 of the bands share the drums.
Yeah, and it was just too much.
I don't miss those days.
And I think, yeah, no, not me. But like I liked it before the pandemic. You're starting to see like 4-band bills and 3-band bills again, and those shows were bumping. Which
starting to pick back up again.
Yeah, but as for a culture shock, there wasn't too much different. I mean, one of the biggest things is like the driving. Like, where are you going to play outside of Alberta, right? Like, do you go to BC? Do you go to Saskatchewan? Do you venture all the way out east? Like, it
takes planning to even just break the border.
Yeah, it's tough. Whereas, like in the UK, you jump in a van
and you're in another country.
Drive. Yeah, pretty much. And even before you even like skip out of the country, you can within a weekend you could hit 4 shows. Like you would. Gord was saying yesterday, like. Immunized did that show where they did a show in Red Deer and then headlined a show in Calgary in the same night, right? You can do that in England, and there's no like
chance to. You're not going to kill yourself.
Yeah,
4-hour drive.
You don't have to. Like if you're playing, for example, you could play a show in Malvern, and then the next night play in Worcester, and it's an 18-minute drive from one another,
And they're both
and it's
popping
going
off.
to be completely different crowds, completely different. And then the next day you go 20 minutes down the road to Bromsgrove and play a pub, and it's a completely different crowd there too. So it's that's the biggest difference.
I would love
For sure.
to have that here, man. Maybe I would have stuck around and played in bands a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But alas, here I am, a dirty old man, talking to you.
Do you miss it? Do you miss it?
I still get on stage from, like, before the pandemic happened, I was still jumping on stage with bands. I had bands ask me to come on stage and do stuff, because, like, all joking aside, I act like a jackass, and that brings a crowd. So they asked me to do it, and I can still do my vocals too. I can still do fucking very intense guttural death metal vocals. I was on the recent Yumi Yokai release. I did a song with them called God Zero. But what I don't miss is the clashing. Having to wait for everybody to be in the mood to do a photo shoot, to get that piece of artwork to the shirt guy so we can get some merch done. You know, agree on that piece of artwork. When are we all going to get the payment together for this piece of artwork? And then all of a sudden, you look at it for a bit, a couple weeks later, you're just about to get it printed, and he's like, yeah, you know, one of the guys is like, maybe I don't like it now. And I don't miss that, because Trash Talk is me and the boss. Me and Alex. And I have a couple of friends that help out here and there, but this is mine and her, like, this is my fucking baby. This is where I put my efforts after the band. This is my full force efforts now. And I took the best parts of the best things that I enjoyed doing being a front man, having all of the attention, being able to have the crowd. It's just now that I have the crowd, I have something to say. And it's positivity. It's all fucking positivity. It's all shut up and be fucking positive. You got this under control. Be fucking positive.
Yeah.
But to answer your question in short form, no, man. I really don't miss it. I've been able to recapture the feelings here and there, and that's really all I need, man. I've evolved, so to speak.
Yeah, no, that's how I would describe myself too, especially in the past 2 years, for sure.
You're a family man now.
Yeah, and I wouldn't change it for the world, man.
It feels so
I really
good.
would. It really is. It's the purpose for me in life.
Yep. That's why. That's
before-
what got me off of all this shit. That's why I'm drinking water and trying to fix my brain, man. You know.
Yeah.
Not on all the harmful medications and shit, because I'm good.
Yeah, you got to, like, anything I do now is like the girls and my little boy are like paramount, right? Like that's what I think of first, and anything I do now is to better me so I can take care of them, or be better for them, you know, enhance their lives.
I do know. I'm on the exact same fucking wavelength you are. You saw me at some pretty fucking shitty times, and you've seen me flip it all right around too, man. So I know exactly what you're talking about, and you know, I might still look the same, but this is the appearance I'm comfortable with, and I want my daughter to grow up knowing that Dad was still a good person regardless of what he looked like.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's huge.
in my daytime, my alter ego, when I'm not Nate Trash, and if people don't know, my real name is actually Nathan Neargard. Nathan Anthony Blaine Neargard Macaulay is my full fucking name.
What?
Yeah. Macaulay, yeah, Macaulay. Irish, buddy.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Irish and Danish.
That explains a lot.
So in my actual like day job, I am a journeyman cladder. I'm a construction worker. I work on huge jobs. I've got a whole bunch of different permits to run different equipment and to do different harnesses and rigging and stuff. I hand tie all the knots for the guys' lifelines myself. Inspect them every day.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who knows how to tie the fucking knots. But I know exactly what you mean, bettering yourself. That's why I keep this job. But at the same time, I do the podcast. Because you got the band, you got the band outside your day job too. Because we still have to be who we are at the same time as bringing home the bread for the family to eat, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, there's been a couple of offers that came up recently that would have been like, if it was 2 years ago, I would have jumped on it. But with the new business and my family and everything like that, they come first, and I can't go running around the world missing my kids grow up, so
working away is one thing I put way on the back burner when Serenity was born, and I couldn't be more grateful for it, because guess what? When she hits teenager, she's not going to want to hang out around Dad. And that's because she's...
For a little bit. She'll come back.
That's because Dad's awesome.
Exactly.
But I don't want... She's only going to be a child once. I can go and work all those hours later. I can go and do those jobs later on. Those jobs will still be there, and they'll still need guys. They'll still need a toothless face tattooed fuck face like me. I got steel toe boots and a hard hat. I can go to work when she's old enough to have her own life. But I'm not testing the waters to try and to see. I'm good. I'm settled in, and that time isn't. You're not going to get any of that time back. So don't choose the fucking travel card. Always stay at home.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No, Mr. Darren, what bands in Calgary have you played with?
Well, Illyrian's been my baby since when I first started Illyrian, I was still living in Banff, and I was commuting from Banff twice a week to jam with them. And that was 2 years with them. And then I finally moved to the city. But other bands that I played with, Citizen Rage, obviously, is the other one I've fully committed to.
I think even I've been a drummer in Citizen Rage at one point, now that I think about it.
Yeah. I feel bad. Giving up Citizen Rage was like really, really hard for me. It was just, and the reason why I had to is because like both bands were like doing this, right? They're just pushing actively. And January 2020, I was like, I think I was 8 shows or something like that. Just in January, and there was one night where Citizen Rage and Illyrian played, and I had to get Will Grant to fill in for me.
With Illyrian, he filled in for you?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so we know which side you chose on that one.
Well, no, I had no choice. I already booked Citizen Rage, and then Illyrian got their show for Hyperia's album release.
So what I'm hearing... No.
You know what though? One of my favorite moments happened when I did those 2 shows with Citizen Rage. So we did Lethbridge and we did Medicine Hat, and I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Medicine Hat. We woke up after the next morning, and we went down. We were staying at like a travel inn or whatever, and we go down to the breakfast, and it was like, I don't know, 10:30, and breakfast shuts off at 11, and it's just Mikey, myself, Mark, and Sean down there, and we're just like eating toast and whatnot. And then Mark's like really excited. He wants to show me this video of something. I can't remember what it was. And there was this other old guy in there. It was like Ned Flanders looking, right? Like he had corduroy pants on, this polo shirt with the top button done up, and his sweater draped over his shoulders, right? Like a geography teacher or whatnot.
Oh.
Anyway, we're sat there. Mark's like trying to show me this video, and it's freaking loud. It's on his phone. It's reverberating off the walls, and this guy turns around. He's just about to put toast, like bread, into the toaster, and he turns around and looks at us, and then Mark turns it down, and then it comes back up loud again, and the guy turns around, comes over to the table, and he goes, "Can we just have some peace and quiet?" And Mark doesn't even like lift his head. His eyes just go up like this, and he goes, "I'm gonna watch this video, so how about you turn around and mind your own business?" And then we play the video. The guy stands there, he's got his bread in his hand like this, all mad, and storms out to the reception, and you can hear him yelling. He's got like one of these whiny voices. He's like, "They're playing really loud in there," and he's like fanning the bread in the receptionist's
Bro,
face.
your toast is gonna get cold.
And he was just going off. He was like really going off on this receptionist, and a receptionist came in and was like, "Oh, you guys, and Mark was still showing the video, and it wasn't even that loud. So he came in and he just kind of went, turned around, went back out, and the guy's like, "Did you tell them to get out? You should tell them to get out. They can't be in there. They're really rude." And the guy's like trying to calm him down, and he didn't come back into the room. And so Mikey's looking at the clock, and he's like, "They close breakfast at 11. Should we just run down the clock?" So we just sat in there while this guy was pacing backwards and forwards in the lobby. And then we got asked to leave. They closed the door, and he still stood in the lobby with his bread. Like, yes. And he just, I don't know, Mark taught me something that day. He was like, watching people get that angry about something so small, it's that like makes your day. Like somebody's so wound up. And so like during this pandemic, there were people, like I'd be wearing my mask whilst I was driving by myself. And you'd see people like on the Deerfoot come past you, and they're just flipping you the bird because you're wearing a mask by yourself.
I just don't want to take. It's more convenient to just keep it on than to take it off all the time and risk losing the mask. Like, what? People can't just mind their own fucking business, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Jesus. Are they going to flip you? Let's say that person who is trying to flip you off gets in a crash because they're not paying attention to the fucking road. Are they going to laugh at you while you're pulled over trying to help them? No, don't get away from me, you fucking mask-wearing fucking conspiracy nut.
But yeah, that was my busy January. And then, there was a tour that Illyrian had booked for the UK. And then Citizen Rage had an extensive tour booked too.
With Dayglow abortions.
Yeah, and like I had it all, I calculated it, and I would have been nearing 100 shows in a year. And
you would have had to be in 2 places at once for like 7 of them.
Yeah. So like, and I'm like calling Gord, like asking him, how do you do 3 bands at the same time, man? Like, I just don't.
Gord's like, well, what understand. I did was I put some meat on the grill.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do both. Respect. And then work was ramping up too, and and so
respect, man. Fucking right. It's not the way I see it is. like, cool, it might seem impressive on the outside for a guy to be in a whole bunch of bands, but really, when you know it from the inside, that individual either doesn't really have, like, much of a life outside of the bands, or isn't really doing his best work in any of them because he's stretched so thinly, you know? And
Yeah.
I also
maybe. I know, like...
I can't speak for Gord.
You look at
speak
Breed.
for... Yeah, Gord, Noobs, Boyko was one of those back in the day as well. So, you know,
Yeah.
I was never a fucking drummer, so I'm only speaking from a very outside perspective.
Yeah.
Like, I bang on
Yeah,
people's heartstrings.
Yeah, it was... Yeah, I mean, I don't know how those guys do it. Like, mad respect to them.
I could barely be
Like,
in one band.
Yeah. Like, even when I filled in for Siren for those couple of shows, like, that was hard work too. Like, juggling Illyrian and then, you know, a couple of fill-in shows. It was tricky, for sure.
You did it though, buddy. You fucking did it. You were the sweet little
Yeah,
Scottish
somehow.
fucking train engine that could.
If my brother's watching this, he's gonna be laughing so
I keep
hard.
dropping my
brother lives in Scotland.
headphone. But back to what I was saying, my sweet Australian tugboat. Darren,
Yeah.
I've been waiting the whole time to talk about your man bun.
Oh yeah.
How's he doing back there?
Good.
Oh.
Look at this.
You need tattoos on the side of your head, Darren.
No.
Yeah, I think Aaron could agree with me. Some nice, like, deadly tribal tattoos on the side of your fucking head would look mean, buddy. It would look angry. You're checking yourself out right now. Fuck you.
No. I'm not. That's the last thing I do. I'm just waiting for you to finish.
Fuck you. You son of a bitch. What's your favorite type of music to play? Because you said you were in a mathcore band. I'm a huge mathcore fan. What's your favorite type of music to play? You played hardcore, mathcore, thrash. Come on, lay it on me.
I don't know, man. Like I've done a lot with drums. Like I played when I was in school. I did like Ada's new wave stuff. The mathcore stuff was awesome because it really like made me break down songs and count out odd time signatures, and
Mathcore is the greatest.
it was like I still listen to that Botch We Are the Romans record because like there's not a touch on it, you know, like nobody's got close to anything like that for me anyway. That's what I think. Pop punk was awesome. Like when I was playing in the Fallout Theory, I was actually playing a lot of my buddies' drum parts because the Fallout Theory, when they first started, Carl, who was on vocals when I joined, he played drums. He's actually the reason I picked up a set of drumsticks. I watched him play a Green Day song and at a talent show, and I was like, I'm going to do that. I want to do that.
Green Day is a terrible reason to pick up drumsticks, my friend.
Whatever, man.
I'm just joking. I love Green Day.
Yeah, like, and then the cool thing was, like, I ended up joining the band because Carl moved on to vocals, and I was learning a lot of Carl's drums, right? So I had to pick up his nuances, and that was awesome. And then once I got the hang of it, it was just like go time. Like we were a well-oiled machine when we were on the road. Even in Brazil, like there was a couple of times when we toured Brazil where it was like play a festival here and then drive through the day and play a festival somewhere else in Brazil. And it was just, you know, I didn't have to worry about my parts. I would literally go into flow state and here we go, you know.
That's the dream.
That was good. And then I played when I was in Banff. I played in a it's kind of like Rage Against the Machine sounding band called Kill Your Radio.
Rage is dope.
And that was awesome, you know, just sitting in the pocket playing groove. And then now Illyrian, like I said, Casey Lewis really lit the fire under my backside after doing a record with him. It was just like, okay, I need to get my shit together and step up, right?
Shout out to Casey and Belvedere.
Yeah. And like he really helped me through that process. Like never recorded to click before, and the guys wanted me to record to click, so I'm learning to play to click as we're recording it.
Darren,
and
don't admit to these blasphemies. You should be playing to a click all the time, you son of a gun.
I taught myself how to play drums, and I didn't even know what a metronome was.
Isn't a metronome a Pokemon?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure metronome is a Pokemon.
Yeah. Shut. But yeah, he really helped. He really helped me through that process, and then when it came to recording the Entity record, I was so like over prepared for that one that the recording kind of just went through for a breeze. And then the stuff that we've just finished recording is probably some of the best stuff I've done on drums.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I just was able to pull your video up now, but I got to download it before I can do it. So I'm going to do a full separate live tomorrow before my interview with Dana and play your fucking video.
Yeah. Yeah, that song I gave you the playthrough for, that's one of my favorites that we recorded. For drum parts anyway. There's a lot of playfulness in that song.
And you got double kicks.
A lot of double kicks in this new record.
Fuck, you went from not even knowing what a double kick was to just being fucking Mr. Darren double kicks.
Well, I'm a cheater, right? Like most drummers would say I'm a cheater because I use double strokes with the feet.
Yeah, well, those drummers should fucking release more videos and fucking, I don't know, go start a fucking band. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's I don't know, it's a debate in drummer forums, right? Like, are you using doubles or are you using swivel or whatever? Just do what you need to do to get the job done, right? Like,
it sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking dope. You sound killer all the time, Darren. Like, super rad, buddy.
Sometimes.
So
Sometimes, thank you.
Aaron says no head tattoos.
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly.
Look at you, though, Darren. Look at the head on you already.
Why do I need tattoos? Do I really need enhancement?
No, because too much of a good thing is never a good thing.
That's true.
Well,
very true.
Mr. Darren, it's been a great fucking chat with you, man. I really miss you, buddy. I really do.
Yeah. I miss, like, who doesn't miss shows, right?
Yeah, you're not going to say it. You're not going to say it. You fucking bastard!
Hanging out with you too, man. I'll never forget that. Like, I'm trying to warm up, and you're just like in my ear, going, "Do you even play fast? Do you even play fast, dude?" Making me sweat before I've even got on stage.
That's why I'm better off in the podcast than doing the band thing, because I am the fly in the ear of every Calgary underground performer.
Yeah. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, man, because I think Calgary and Alberta and Western Canada has needed a podcast like this, right?
Just I'm not going nowhere, buddy. Just for you.
Yeah. Don't do it just for me. That's
just
stupid.
For you. Is there anything that you want to say to all the beautiful viewers watching us? Anybody that might see this video?
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
I like that.
You know, we're nearly through this. Like, let's just buckle down and get through this shitty next wave section, whatever you want to call it. And I don't care if you think it's conspiracies or if you follow science. It's just like, let's stop being polarized and separated. We're come
gonna
together.
have to get through it anyway.
Yeah, let's get through it, and we'll see everyone on the other side, right? Like, and you know what? I hope and believe that when this thing is done, that shows are going to be bigger than they were.
They are going to pop
right?
the fuck off. There's going to be crowd surfing in fucking Burns. You watch. And I'm going to be right there stealing fucking microphones. I actually have a plan for when shows come back to do some showcases myself. Some trash talk band showcases myself. So, shows are going to come back with a fucking vengeance, and I'm going to be right there with you, buddy.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Fucking right. Well,
because the world needs it, right? Without art and music and movies, that's why we're so segregated right now, because there's nothing to bring us together. So when it's gone, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be go time.
It's gonna be fucking good. I'm ready for it. All right, everybody. So I'll take this time right now to re-announce my new sponsor, Crazy Candies. Amazing THC candies and micro doses. I ate some THC candies earlier, and it got me messed right up. I was actually a little bit worried I was going to have to cancel this interview. I'll be totally honest. I was sitting here like...
Oh, that's just you being nervous with my over-the-screen presence.
Because you haunt my fucking dreams, Darren.
Yeah, sure.
So, Crazy Candies.
I'm as...
No, go. What do you got to say?
I was gonna say I'm as evil looking as the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
No, I mean like romantically, like the picture of Dorian Gray. You spice.
Okay, finish your.
You spice up.
Your sponsor.
No, now I'm talking about you spicing up my nocturnal emissions. All right. Crazy Candies, THC candies, edibles are sponsoring me now. They have great candies. Let's get that good shot of that. If you want any sort of contact information, get a hold of me and I'll pass that on to you. All sorts of delicious little goodies, from big doses all the way down to the little guys. And they're fantastic. They taste great. The hard candies are hard to come by in the THC world. And these are fantastic. So yeah, Crazy Candies. Go check them out. Darren, it's been fucking fantastic chatting with you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, mate.
Pass it on to the band. Well, we got to do a band one when shit gets a little less crazy, a little less hectic.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
Yeah, for everybody watching, thanks for joining in.